Hello everyone, and welcome to another fun Geezer Golf with Tony video. Today's video is going to be a little different. There's no golf going to be played in it. I made an impromptu visit to the Pinehurst Resort recently, and I didn't plan to video anything. I just was going there just to see the place, and I had my iPad with me, and I thought, well, why not? So I videoed the visit that I made. There's a lot of interesting stuff on there. A disclaimer: I'm not affiliated with Pinehurst Resort in any kind of way. They are not paying me. They have no idea I'm doing this because it's going to sound like a commercial for the Pinehurst Resort. Also, audio is going to be a little rough because I use the microphone on the iPad, and there's going to be a lot of background noise and a lot of other noises where possibly I touch the mic on the iPad or something. I thought about voicing it over, but then I thought, well, I winged it, and the information I talked about came out of my head, and I didn't look anything up. If you see something in a caption, I probably looked that up. So I hope you enjoy the video. It's very interesting, and let's get to it. We are here at the parking lot at the Pinehurst Resort, and there's a flurry of activity going on. I assume trying to get ready for next year's U.S. Open here, so they're working a lot on the parking, trying to expand the parking spaces. And then over beyond that, I might get a better picture of this later, but over beyond you see this construction going on. That is the USGA golf house that's being built. And among other things, the World Golf Hall of Fame is coming back to Pinehurst. So we're going to walk up here to the clubhouse area and see what's in there. We're going to take a look at the practice area, the par 3 course up there called the Cradle, and they have a putting course on their huge putting green called Thistledew, and we're going to take a look at all that in the next little bit. In case you didn't know, golf is not the only big thing at Pinehurst. Croquet is really big here, and they have several, I'm not sure what do you call it, a course or what, but there's a second one. And over here we have a third one. Out here, clubhouse. The backdrop where all the golfers come to drop their clubs off. You see all these golf bags here. These people are ready to play golf. This is where you first check in, and they get you headed to your round of golf. Croquet. Okay, so we're out here at the croquet court, and I have a lovely lady here who's going to help us understand all about this croquet business. So if you would explain all of this to us.
Hello, we're playing competitive croquet, and in the croquet world we have primarily in the United States 3 games that we play. One is called American, or sometimes called 6-wicket. We play association. That game is played internationally, and also golf croquet, which is also played internationally. And today I'm at Pinehurst. There's a tournament going on, and people have come from all over the country to participate. And the maximum number of points that there's 4 balls back up, and blue and black are always on the same team, whether it's a 2-person doubles game or if it's a single person. They play blue-black are always on the same team, and the same for red and yellow. And there's a specific order, but each ball can make up to 13 points, and if 2 balls on the same team score 26, it's over. In tournaments, we play for a time game, so you don't always reach 26. It's a wonderful game. There's a United States Croquet Association, USCA, officed in West Palm Beach, Florida. There is a website, and it's called croquetamerican.com, basically.
Okay, you can I can edit this. So.
And not only that, or you can just go online and ask for croquet, and Google it in, and it'll come up, and you can get more information. And they give classes for beginners down there. And if you're in this area, Pinehurst, come over here and they'll tell you who the president is and how you can get involved and at least check it out. Give it a try. It's a great game.
That's wonderful. So it sounds a lot like the golf association, golf tournaments,
Exactly.
and so forth. It's just a different game, but I wanted to get this on here because I think hardly anyone knows that this goes on here at Pinehurst. They just, people around the country who have never been here just associated with golf and nothing else.
Right.
So there's a lot that goes on here. There are a lot of equestrian events that go here, not here at the resort, but in the area. It's a big equestrian area. So thank you very much for your help here and understanding what's going on.
Well, you're welcome. It was nice to talk to you, and I'm glad you're getting the word out. We appreciate the publicity.
So here we are. We advanced a little farther toward the clubhouse, and here's even more croquet going on. And I did find out from Mary Rodeberg, who I just spoke with, that this is a croquet tournament. It's a big event. She is actually from the Southwest United States, and she is, I think she said, president of the Southwestern Division, and it's her job to promote and make awareness of the game of croquet. So, and she's also a participant in the tournament. So that was very nice of her to give us that explanation. As we look a little past there, we're going to see some of the greens and the course of the Cradle, which is a par 3 course. It's reasonably new. It's just a few years old, and a lot of people love it. They play it in addition to their round of golf, or some people come out here just to play this. And if we swing over to the left, we're going to see this humongously large putting green here at the main clubhouse. Because it serves so many courses, it's huge. And you warm up for your rounds on it. You can just, I guess, members come practice it. And then we have Thistle Dew, which is a course, a putting course. It's over on the far end of this. You can see the people there playing it, and they have a designated direction to play, and that's what these taller looking, I don't want to call it a flagpole, that's a teeing area for the next hole. So they maybe have competition out here, I'm not sure. Some information, here is some information about the Cradle, which is the par 3 course. You can read that. So all these are out here at the resort. And then I'm gonna take a shot. This is a shot of the clubhouse from right here. It's huge, and we're gonna go inside there in a bit, but for now we're gonna walk on up towards the range and take a look at the practice area, the hitting area, and there's another special building just for that. We see here the Paget Learning Center. I'm sure this has a lot to do with their golf schools and instruction here at the resort. Really nice building. I've been to this range before when I played, but I've never been inside this building. Not sure if they want me to video inside there or not, so I'm going to kind of go in without the video and see what it looks like. And here's a memorial, I guess, of the person that this is named after, Don Paget. I remember this name. Of course, I've been around golf a long time, being a geezer that I am, but I remember this name, and he was very important in golf back in the day, so his name lives on through this learning center. This is really a very beautiful place here. Here we have a scoreboard center. I imagine they'll use that for the U.S. Open, in addition to electronic stuff. This course, this range is called Maniac Hill. It's had this name since the late 1800s. And it's listing the courses here. So there are 5 courses handled through this pro shop, or this clubhouse, plus the Cradle. So basically 6 courses are managed right here in this one place. So it's going to be a huge range, and I'm going to see if I can find out how many golf carts they actually house here. It's got to be a huge number. Let's walk on out here to the range. Of course, they're going to have mats for when there's bad weather, or when probably a few weeks before the tour gets here next year, they'll make everybody hit on the mats. We're going to just kind of pan all the way across the range. It's huge. And the hitting area, the grass area, is huge also. So imagine the traffic they have out here with 5 courses. Out in the range, hitting areas, post flags. There's another teaching building way out there in the background, in the far end of the range. And there are people on the other end of the range hitting, and I'm going to assume they're in a golf school or they're getting lessons or something, because the general public doesn't go over there to hit golf balls. And we have a different view of the clubhouse and the big putting green. And over here there's a short game practice area. You can see someone here hitting, and they have been practicing off of mats, I guess, to save the grass. And a little farther up you see some bunkers with the green behind it to practice. Number 1 tee to course number 4, which is very famous. It's one of the newer ones. It was used in the U.S. Amateur last year, and or was that year before? Recent U.S. Amateur. The recent U.S. Amateur. Over to the right of there, we have the 18th green of the number 1 course. And I know that because I played that course. I have not played it before. And then farther over toward that little house is the number 1 hole to the number 1 course. This building here, we're on the back side of it, is the clubhouse for the Cradle, the par 3 course. I just asked one of the employees here how many golf carts they maintain here, and he told me 360. But honestly, I was thinking it would be a lot more than that. 360 golf carts for 5 courses. Doesn't seem like an overabundance, but I guess it serves a purpose, or they'd have more. Here we have the statue of Payne Stewart. This is the gesture he made when he made that winning putt on the 18th green against Phil Mickelson to win the U.S. Open here in one of the previous times it was here. And we have some other, I'm not sure who this gentleman is, Robert Deadman, but you can read this. I'm not going to stay here long. You can stop the video and read it if you're interested. And there's his image. And then over here we have the designer of the course, Mr. Donald Ross, would be on the left. You're going to see if on the right is Richard Tufts, who was the original owner of the Pinehurst resort and had most of these courses built. So Mr. Donald Ross is a world-renowned course designer. He designed over 400 courses in the United States. And here's some information on him. That's Richard Tufts. And we'll go over here and look at some words about Donald Ross. Here we're looking at the 18th green of the number 2 course. People are playing with their caddies. If you see somebody with a push cart, they're a member. Otherwise, you're required to either take a cart, which has to stay on the cart path, or a caddy. So push carts are allowed for members. Here's another view of the 18th green, just to show you where we are here. 18th green, Pinehurst number 2. And we pan around, and there's a smaller practice green here for the number 2 course. And over where you see this crowd of people, that's the first tee of the number 2 course. And it's out here into the fairway, and this is where the fun begins. And you can see how packed it is. I mean, everybody loves it. It's a very unbelievably successful business here with all the people they put through, and they do a great job. And here you get an idea of the undulations that Donald Ross built and the roll-offs. So not only are the greens roll-off, they're like upside down bowls of turtle shells. If you get near the edge, the ball will roll away and come way down here away from the green. So you don't get to stop going up near the green on the fringe. Very often it rolls away. That's one of the defenses of the course and it makes it so tough. And I'm sure in the major tournaments, the U.S. Opens, they cut this grass down even a little lower to make sure it rolls away. So the name of the lunchroom cafeteria is called the Deuce. So it does have a name. You can see it's very busy too. They have really good food, so I've eaten here before. So if you come up here today, be sure to stop in and see the Deuce. It's a good deal. It's really good.
Verdict on the size.
This would be the main entrance to the Deuce. So here are some of the, looks like USGA trophies that have been presented here. U.S. Women's Open was played here, was won by Michelle Wee. The U.S. Open, Ryder Cup back in the day. U.S. Amateur Fair Ball. Another United States Senior Open. In the back here, PGA Championship. I don't know the years of these and they're not stated on here. It could be looked up, but just showing some of the history of this place. And then another U.S. Amateur. So very, very nice looking trophy case here, and you can see it from outside and in here. We're going to take a walk down the hall and just see some of the pictures and the memorabilia that's here. It's just awesome. It's just unbelievable how much stuff they have here. So then we have a TV. It's I'm filming this the day of the start of the Ryder Cup. 99 U.S. Open champion Payne Stewart. And here are just some general pictures of some of the players. I think this is Ricky Fowler. Of course, we know who this was, Payne Stewart. And here's Martin Keimer, who was also a U.S. Open champion here at Pinehurst. There's a picture of Matt Fitzpatrick. He didn't win here, but he did win the U.S. Open. And here's a huge picture of, I guess that's 18 green. Not sure what the event is. Some big pictures here. It's a picture of Michelle Wade, the year she won. Out here they had the men's and the women's open here, U.S. Open here in consecutive weeks. And that was the year Michelle Lee won it out here. This is little Lucy Lee. I remember she was, oh gosh, what, 11 years old? She is now a successful professional. I keep up with her career. That's another picture of her here. I can't identify all these people, but there's just a lot of memorabilia here on the wall here. There's a 2008 U.S. Amateur plaque with all the players' signatures that were in it. Everybody signed. Another U.S. Amateur. Some quotes by Bobby Jones, Jack Nicklaus, Ben Hogan, Tom Watson, Tiger Woods, and Arnold Palmer all have a quote about the picture of Tiger Woods in action. Another one. PJ Singh. I'm not sure who this person is. Steve Goosen, yeah. This looks like Angel Cabrera, yes. Another picture of Tiger Woods. 2005 U.S. Open plaque with all the players' signatures who were in it. This is the 18th green, and I'm going to say, being able to recognize him, that's Michael Campbell.
Yeah, sure.
When he won here. Picture of Michael Campbell, champion, U.S. Open champion here at Pinehurst, number 2. Several pictures of him here. So anyway, as you can see, there are just tons of memorabilia here. It's almost like being in a museum. This is also the Pinehurst Hotel. I'm not going to go in there, but this is one of the places that you will stay when you come here on a golf trip, a golf vacation. They also have hundreds of condos out on the courses and other hotels. Most of them are antiquated, nothing new and modern. They all fit the motif of when this place was built, which was before 1900. There's some North and South amateur champions, and that's a big tournament that's held here every year. I'd have to look up to see when it started, but it's been going on since I can remember. It's an amateur tournament, a major amateur tournament, possibly the second most major one behind the U.S. Amateur. This is the main dining room here, and I think there's another section to it that we can't see from here. Very beautiful. And there's a story that I could tell you about this if the video doesn't run too long, a personal story that I have about when I came here to play Pinehurst number 2. Oh gosh, back in probably the late 1970s or early 1980s. Now we're going to walk around the sidewalk of the clubhouse. And I'm showing you the view of the Pinehurst number 2, first 2. There's a members only section, and then here is the Deuce restaurant. Here is the clothes shop. And now we're going to start walking. I'm going to go around the side where the practice greens and croquets are, just to kind of show you how big this place is.
He wasn't making any little spectacular
Pinehurst is a corporation, and they own all this property out here, and it has signs up for corporate limits. It's not a city, but it's something like its own city. It's so big. So we're coming around. There's a window to the pro shop. Another entrance to the pro shop here. And they have chairs and seats out here and fans. You can sit. A lot of golf bags sitting out here. Stand bags. Progress along. We're back at where I showed you from the inside. Getting near to the main dining room. Here is you've heard of the 19th hole, which is the place where you get your food and drinks at most golf courses. Well, here they have so many, it's called the 91st hole instead of the 19th. Yeah, this is the main dining room here. It's called the Donald Ross Room. We're back to getting near the croquet areas again. Some nice little seating areas here. People to sit and talk. And then here we are coming back to the area where people drop their clubs off when you first arrive here. So this, I didn't even go all the way around the building because I'm not sure if I'm allowed to. And I probably went 3/4 of the way around it anyway. Pinehurst has shuttle services from all kinds of, well, actually from the airport in Raleigh, Durham, and from a lot of hotels. So when you come to your golf trip, they'll come pick you up, take care of your clubs, do whatever you need. They got it all. As we walk along the sidewalk here outside of the clubhouse, there's a shot of the clubhouse, and coming down the hill, more croquet over here. It's really big. There's some more of the clubhouse, Pinehurst Country Club logo words on there. It's really just an awesome place, and everything is so well manicured. I mean, this area over here. It's not even, you know, it's just here for you to see. It's not part of a golf course or anything, but it's just a perfect lawn. It's this way everywhere. You can see up ahead here, I'm going to zoom in, the traffic circling the beautiful flowers and bushes and so forth. So it's like visiting a botanical garden in addition to a golf/croquet resort. Really impressive.